morning, Principal Ms. Mei King, Academic Director Ms. Anusha Sante, teachers, fellow students, and citizens of Hazlitt. I'm Lena from Tennis.
I'm Juyoung from Tennis, and we will be your MCs for today's assembly. As for today's agenda, we will begin with the national anthem, school pledge, and school song. Then we will proceed to the birthday wishes, then onto a short presentation of International Day of Sport, of Development and Peace, presented by Poh Yu Xin, followed by another presentation from Leo Club's member Lee Min-young from Year 9, which will talk about the Hunger Awareness Campaign.
Then we will have the announcements on the Code to Save and Spelling Bee competitions, and finally ending with the usual SOP reminders, as well as the gentle wishes for the Year 11s and Year 12s.
Now, let us rise for the national anthem. Now I would like to invite Min-young to lead us for the school pledge.
Please place your hand on your hearts. We, the students of Wesley International School, pledge ourselves before God and all mankind to the pursuit of excellence and the fulfillment of our potential through the following principles: to develop wisdom, to choose between right and wrong in all situations, to carry responsibilities with enthusiasm, integrity, and resourcefulness, to display kindness, empathy, respect, and self-control towards our fellow men, to be determined in carrying our aspirations and communicating them to others. Lastly, to reflect daily upon the goodness around us, that we may improve and correct ourselves.
We, the children of Wesley School, hear our nation's call to think upon all that's right and true, and be kind to the least, the small. Though we be from different places, over the hills and wavy seas, we're all here to see what makes us the best that we can be. We'll cling to your teachings ever and share the truth in love as we march on, shirking never our community we serve. Wesley School, we pledge to you to pursue excellence. From our youth to our golden years, our learning shall never cease.
Thank you. Please be seated. Now, moving on to our first agenda for today's assembly, we would like to give a shout out to all of those who are celebrating their birthdays from the 3rd of April to the 17th. Happy birthday to Wei Keching from 10W, Chong Jisin from 10W, Chong Tingfei from 9S, Alicia Tanaji from 10W, Aaron Hugh Kaiming from 13W, Tam Ming Hui from 7I, Maryam Muzamil Abdullah Muhammad from 3W, Lee Sung from 1W, Yoan Kaibin from 8I, Priscilla Wong Yu Ying from 6I, and finally Bilal Nasir from 10S. A very big happy birthday from all of us, and we wish you many years of happy returns.
Now I would like to invite Poh Yu Xin to give a presentation about the International Day of Sport for Development and Peace.
Hello everybody, today I'm going to talk about the International Day of Sport for Development and Peace. I'm Yusin from 9W. This year's International Day of Sport for Development and Peace falls on the 6th of April 2020, Wednesday. This year's theme for this day is securing a sustainable and peaceful future for all, the contribution of sport. In 2013, the United Nations General Assembly declared that 1896, 6th of April, the first modern Olympic Games, as the International Day of Sport, Development and Peace. And this has been celebrated each year since 2014. How is sports important for a country's development? Today, sport emerges as an important component of socio-economic development of a country. The active participation in sports improves community health and productivity, reduces medical expenses, imbibes discipline in character, generates great leader, and enhances social cohesion. The execution of a mega sporting event helps in developing infrastructure, generates employment, secure inflow of foreign capital, generates players and athletes, and thus contributes significantly to the economic development of a country. Therefore, we can also say that the impact of sports on economy and society is multidimensional. Now, how can sports help bring peace? Sports is a compelling tool to promote peace, tolerance, and understanding, bringing people together across boundaries, cultures, and religions. Its values such as teamwork, fairness, discipline, and respect are understood all over the world and can be utilized in advance of solidarity and social cohesion. Regardless of age, gender, or ethnicity, sport is enjoyed by all. Its reach is unrivaled. More importantly, though, sport promotes universal values that transcend language and culture. We can use it as a tool to improve the welfare of the planet and its people. Through its values, we can teach teamwork, leadership, humility, tenacity, and determination. But we also use sport to shine a light on social issues, harnessing its influence and reach to draw attention to matters that are impacting society. Sports can be seen to provide a useful way of creating an environment in which people can come together to work towards the same goal, show respect for others, and share space and equipment. Sports also promote equality and serve as a platform to promote the value of diversity. Sport-based public awareness campaigns can promote awareness towards climate protection and can stimulate enhanced community response for local environment preservation. The role of sports in promoting gender equality is also critical. Sports help girls and women build self-esteem and develop skills needed to become equal participants and leaders in their various communities. Sport-based initiatives also have the potential to equip girls and women with knowledge and skills that allow them to progress in society. Sports have long been idealized as a way to heal wounds, mend fences, and rise above differences among cultures and nations. No other social activity brings people together in such great numbers and with so much passion and enjoyment. Now, how can we play our role to ensure peace is carried out during games? This is a word I want to introduce to you, which is sportsmanship. And now, I'm going to explain more about sportsmanship, which help us to play our role to ensure peace is carried out during a game. So most reasonable athletes and parents would agree that sportsmanship is an important aspect of athletics and it comes in many forms. Sportsmanship is an understanding of and commitment to fair play, ethical behavior, and integrity, and general goodwill towards an opponent. It is an affirmation that an athlete is disciplined enough to have perspective, maintain poise, and do what's best for his or her teammates. Being able to make appropriate behavioral choices at the moment of truth in a pressure situation will often reveal a player's character and his or her ability to play good sport. Although sometimes we are too focused on winning the game, but winning is not always the most important aspect of the game. There's so much to be gained and learned from an athletic experience, and good sportsmanship is one of those life lessons that should be intentionally learned, taught, practiced, and reinforced. No matter how much we would like to win, we cannot always win, and we need to deal with defeat. Athletes always tell their opponent good game or good job, even after their defeat. The way to losing with dignity is to keep losing in perspective. Always accept responsibility for a loss, acknowledge the winners, and congratulate them. Sometimes others were just better, or maybe during this specific competition, they were better. The effort should be acknowledged, and sulking only shows lack of discipline. But when we participate in game, it is our obligation to the team and do our best to win within the rules of the game and within the spirit of the game. We need to keep winning in perspective. Have empathy for the team you defeated, win with humility and class, although acknowledge your opponent's effort and that they were worthy competitors. Now, I'm going to share with you a quote which is by Nelson Mandela. Sport has the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. It speaks to youth in a language that they understand. Sport can create hope where once there was only despair. Thank you.
Thank you, Poh Yu Xin, for that very informational speech. And now I would like to invite Li Mingyang and Ji Kai-ching from the Leo Club to give us another presentation about their hunger awareness campaign.
Thank you, Lena and Juyoung. I am Minyoung from the Leo Club, and I am here to share the final results of our hunger awareness fundraiser.
We donated all funds raised to the Hope Branch, which is a non-generating organization that will provide aid to the homeless, underprivileged, and those who are affected by the MCL 3.0.
The money will be channeled to the Pusat Community Gelandangan, Mendan Tangku, PKG Setul Utama, PKG Setiwanga, PKG Jinjang Utara, PPK Chokit, PPR Pantai Dalam, PPR Hikam, PPR Subang, Kelang, Port Kelang, Pandaraman, underprivileged homes and orphanage homes.
We sold our drinks and brownies at the cafeteria during lunchtime, and many of our classmates came to buy these little snacks. We want to give a big thank you to everyone who supported this cause.
We sold 60 badges, 60 boxes of chocolates, 216 cans of drinks, and 169 brownies, which amounted to 1,541 ringgit worth of profit. Also, we would like to extend our thanks to the EM team for contributing 187 ringgit from the e-waste recycling campaign.
Here's our proof of donation. Again, we would like to thank all the classmates, teachers, and staff members who contributed to this project. This is all from me and Mingyang. Now I will pass the time back to Lena and Juyoung.
Thank you, Mingyang and Kai-ching, for the insightful speech. Now we would like to announce a few ongoing events. Our first announcement is the Code to Save competition with the theme entitled Say No to Plastic Waste.
So, Code to Save is a competition organized by Marshall Cavendish Education, MCE, to encourage students to apply what they have learned in their coding lessons in real life scenarios.
There are two categories of which students can participate in, which are Creator category for Year 3 and 4, and Thinker category for Year 5 and 6. Students are encouraged to form their own team of up to 3 members for registration, and 1 teacher or facilitator will be assigned for each team for guidance. Each team will need to submit a photo of the robot's design plan, a photo of the built robot, and a write-up of what the robot can do.
So each entry should comprise a screen capture of at least 3 algorithms for Creator and at least 4 algorithms for Thinker. You will need to code using the UBU coding program on MCE EduHub based on the theme Say No to Plastic Waste. The competition starts on the 11th of April and ends on the 10th of June 2022.
Each student will be charged 75 ringgit, which includes a 1-year access to UBU. If you have any inquiries, please contact Ms. Jem. We are also excited to announce the arrival of World Scholars Cup, which is an international team academic program with more than 15,000 students participating from over 65 countries every year. The World Scholars Cup aims to teach students with interesting, not taught in school lessons and finding common grounds between people of different statuses. Each regional round consists of 4 main events: the Scholars Challenge, Collaborative Writing, the Team Debate, and the Scholars Ball.
So in addition to these 4 main events, non-competitive activities take place in select tournaments. These activities are both social and academic. This is an exciting opportunity for all students, as we really hope you grab this by the horns and make a name for yourself on the world stage. For more information, please refer to Mr. Emmerich and Mr. McCall.
The primary school is also having their primary spelling bee this week. The spelling words are not only from their English lessons, but also words from mathematics and science.
Preliminary rounds started yesterday with round 1. Rounds 2 and 3 will be happening today and tomorrow. As for the final round, it will be this Friday at the MPH from 11:30 a.m. So all the best to the primary students, and may the best speller win the prize.
In this section, we would also like to recognize the achievements from some of our friends who made the school proud in 2021.
Congratulations to the winners of one of the GYEC Malaysia 2022's groups. This group won 3rd place in this competition, and the members are Surya Ramesh Kumar, Aditya Nityabala Jr., and finally Yugendran Gunalan. They will represent Malaysia to compete with other countries in May 2022.
Furthermore, on the 19th of March, our students participated in the Global Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge, Malaysia. GYEC is a 12-hour business idea competition for high school students across Malaysia. During the competition, students were given a challenge to create a business idea, put the idea in a written plan, and communicate it through social media. We were delighted as our students had competed against 221 students in 42 teams from 22 schools, public, private, and international, in 10 different states and territories.
Here, I would like to announce some honorable mentions for the GYEC Malaysia 2022. Congratulations to the Dusty Miller Business Group, consisting of Kelly Choi Jia-en, Lim Jia-yi, Tui Xiao-Kwan, and finally Tan Zitin. Also, congratulations to Bike Dance, consisting of Zhang Xuyi, Zhang Yibo, Zhang Chunmiao, and finally Xia Wenqi. Next, we have Team ERV, consisting of Raylin Uwei Lin, Dian Francis Galan Adaliga, and Eunice Hu Jingwen. West SDM BHD also participated in this competition, and congratulations to Lim Jiahe, Owen Tewei-Sin, and Lai Pei-Shen. Finally, congratulations to JAS, consisting of Adeline T. Yixin, Jermaine Tan Jiaxuan, and Sakura Tsurunaga.
Now we would like to give a gentle reminder about SOPs while we're back in school. Remember to wear your mask correctly, as you can see in the picture. The mask is supposed to cover both your nose and mouth. Also, remember to always sanitize your hands and tables before going anywhere. Don't forget to wash your hands.
Most importantly, do not forget to social distance with teachers and friends. Also, please be informed that you should not share food or drinks with others, as well as please use the right stairs. To stay healthy at home, please consider meditating, drinking lots of water, and don't eat too much unhealthy foods such as ice cream.
Before we end, let's all wish A-levels and Year 11 students the best of luck for their trials and these next 2 weeks. We hope you will give your best for this coming exam. This marks the end of our assembly. I am Juyoung.
And I'm Lena, and here is a video talking about the types of students during an exam. Please enjoy.
So here are different types of students during an exam. The nerd. The guy who is last minute. The guy who is really last minute.
1 minute left, everyone. 1 minute.
Okay, let's do it.
Charles, what are you doing?
Oh, I only come to the last minute. The teacher.
What am I doing here? Oh, wow. That's impossible to understand. Did I actually ask them that?
The parent.
We never use this in real life. What am I paying for?
The guy who is asleep. The eater.
Where else did I ring?
The cheater. The guy who already graduated.
Oh, wait. I already graduated. My sarcasm is on point.
The speedster.
You may begin. I'm done.
The guy who doesn't realize it's an exam.
Yeah, for question 2, would you put? Because
No talking during the exam.
I'll tell you what, I'll finish this at home and I'll bring it back tomorrow, okay?
The guy who gets too emotional.
What's the date? I don't know.
The date's on the board.
What's my name? And also what my surname?
The guy who thinks he's copied on.
Teacher, can you tell him to stop copying?
Charles, you're the only one left.
Yeah?
The Apple CEO.
Good morning!
No talking in the exam room.
What can you say about the French Revolution? It was a revolution.
The Samsung CEO.
Teacher, Tim is copying me.
The ghost. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's ghost. The guy who doesn't have a pen. The guy who doesn't have a chair. And a table.
Okay, it's gonna be harder.
The guy who doesn't.
Oh, come on!
The guy who thinks it's an open book exam.
Charles, no notes.
It's an open book exam, sir.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is! An exam that is not an open book is not an exam.
The news reporter.
And we are here live from the exam room where all students are stressing.
Charles, what are you doing?
And we have here one of the teachers who prepared the exam. Let's go ask a few questions. Hi, so you prepared the exam questions. How do you feel today?
Fail.
No, feel. How do you feel?